Welcome back to my kitchen. It has been a little while now, hasn't it? Took a little break, but we're getting back into it. I actually really enjoyed making these videos. I have I don't know, probably 10 or 12 cake videos that I made that I just never got around to editing and sharing because life was lifing. So I figured today I have to get the cake layers baked because Eric is turning 3. So I have a cake that I have to make for him for his birthday. And I thought, you know what? I had been thinking about this for a while. It's time to get back into it because I really did enjoy doing this. And it's easy to procrastinate, but I was like, no, this is the time. We're gonna get back into it. We're gonna do it starting today. So make a cake with me while we chat and I give you a bit of an update on where everything's at. And thank you for clicking the video and coming along with me for this little chat and cake making video. I don't know what to call it, but I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad I'm here. Like I said, I was really enjoying doing this, but when did I stop? I was still on mat leave. Let's think back, shall we? You know what? I kept making cakes. I think that the what was in my list of the cakes to edit, I truly think I have 10 or 12 cakes that I made that I never edited the videos for. I think that the next one in my lineup was Eric's first birthday. And now he's turning 3. So we got some cakes to share. So what was going on at that time? I was behind, it wasn't May where I was at in the editing. This is it. My mat leave was wrapping up. The boys were gonna be starting daycare. And I was like, I'm losing time if I'm doing this. So I'm gonna put a pause on this so I can focus on spending time with the kids before they start daycare. They started daycare. We all got sick for a good 5-6 weeks. And then I started work again. And it was then just navigating the balance of working a full-time corporate job, having kids in daycare, and that first year of daycare, because Felix had never gone to daycare before. That first year of daycare, the bugs that we got, holy moly. Gastro, hand, foot, mouth, general flus, sickness, bugs, pink eye, ear infections. It was a wild time to then also be navigating going back to work, having 2 young kids. Oh my goodness. That was a trying year. It kind of got better in the summer. This year, second year of daycare, has been going a lot smoother. I'm gonna knock on wood right now because we're gonna get another cold, probably because I'm even talking about this and putting it into the world and putting it out there, but it's been a lot smoother of an experience this second year. But oh my gosh, 2 of them starting daycare, and it was a brand new daycare center too. So everyone is sharing their bugs, and man, that was quite a time. Learned a lot, I will say that. But anyways, navigating all of that, plus work, plus now they're in daycare, so the only time you get with them, and then the bedtimes and the weekends, and it's when do you find time to, honestly, filming is a lot easier than, you can find some time to film, but editing, I just gotta figure out that. I gotta figure out the timing and make that work. So I've been trying to figure that out on my own, how I'm gonna slot that in and make it a faster process, because I think I was just spending too much time. Anyways, I really like this as a creative outlet for myself. It's kind of I like chatting. So I like having this as I'm chatting with you, but really with myself. Well, actually the camera, but it feels like I'm chatting to someone. It's an outlet for me to be my extroverted, but also introverted and Gemini self, mix of everything. Anywho, I have missed this, and so we're bringing it back. I'm getting back into it, and today I figured we would start the channel back up with a bit of a cake and chat while I get the cake layers baked for Eric's 3rd birthday, and I need to have a cake ready for that. So we'll do some baking of the cake layers, and then the next video will be the decorating of that cake. And then I'm gonna sprinkle in my previous cake making recipes. Ingredients. So let's chat, shall we? Yeah, so like I was saying, I never stopped really filming. I mean, I did cut back on how many cakes I was making, but I also kind of miss making cakes because they were so fun. So I'm thinking I want to get back into that and just resend them all to Matthew's work, but like surprise them with more cakes coming as I test out different things. But yeah, just have taken a break overall from like doing anything really on social media. I have an Instagram that I was sharing what I was cooking for dinner pretty frequently, like for a period of time, it was what I was making pretty much every night. But then 2 kids and work, and I don't really want to have the kids on camera, and they want to be around when I'm doing stuff. So it's like my priority is being with them. So the phone goes away and I'm not filming. But we're gonna see how I can like navigate that. But I can put some time aside to make some cake videos or other videos. I have a list of things that I'm thinking of. Anyways, let me. How do you multitask? How do people? I gotta get back into the flow of this because how can I have a conversation when I have to make a cake? Let's get the cake going and then we'll have a little chat. Okay, so for the cake, I'm gonna start with my wet ingredients, right? And it's been a while since I've made a cake. So I have my stuff all written down, right? Not the sugar yet. Gotta get in it. Gotta get back in the game. I've got soy milk today. I'm gonna do 1 cup. You know what? I learned this. It makes it all splatter. Splatter. But if you turn it this way and then pour it, look at that. Wonderful. 1 cup. 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar. I'm just gonna stir that with this. Set this aside for a little bit. I'm gonna pin my hair back. Okay, I'm gonna set that there. I'm gonna do my dry ingredients. I wanna get a strainer so I can sift. I don't really know if it makes that much of a difference. I should set my oven. 350, and then 1.5 cups of flour. Okay, set that. Let's move this big bag of flour. Okay, what's she barking at? We were back. Freya sees a critter or our neighbor, and she's barking. Wash your hands. She has a spot in in a garden bed, I guess. I don't know. Under some bushes that she's really dug out, and it's muddy, and it's May here, so the black flies have started, but they didn't bite me while I went out this time. Anyways, I'm gonna wash my hands. Okay, good. I know where we were at. We've just done the flour. I'm going to now add in 3/4 cup of cocoa. Okay. I know cocoa can clump up. That's really like the one that I'm kind of mindful of sifting in. Yeah, see there's like these little clumps. Just bash them up. Baking soda, I'm doing 1 teaspoon. Ooh, that's clumpy too. See, sifting, I like this. I like that I've gotten into this habit. And then we have half a teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna have to do another video where I show you this breakfast I've been doing. It's a brownie batter blended oats. It has chickpeas in it and cauliflower, and it's just honestly so good. And it tastes like, maybe the first time you taste it, you're kind of like, what? But then as you like continue, you're like, oh yeah, it tastes like brownie batter or like this chocolate cake batter. I mean, you don't have sugar in it, so it's not exactly the same, but I kind of like it. Not I kind of like it. I'm kind of obsessed with it. And to the point where we've also started putting that into Ninja Creamy pints and having like this ice cream for breakfast or even as a snack at nighttime. I'll have to. I will remind me. I'm going to do a video showing you it. It's delicious. I think we have 3 of them in the freezer for the Ninja Creamy. We're just like going through it. Okay, enough about that. Where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4. Got them all. Good. Now, put that to the side. Oven is ready. Our mixture, the soy milk, yeah, it does this nice curdling when you add the apple cider vinegar to make it into like a buttermilk. So we're good on that front. Now we're gonna add sugar. 3/4 cup sugar. It's pretty heavy in sugar. I'm okay with the cross-contamination on this. If I make a gluten-free cake, and I know someone's gluten-free, I have a complete other bin that I keep everything in, and there's sugar in there. This is number 2. Yeah, it's 3/4. So I'm not concerned about that happening in my kitchen. But if I know someone is gluten-free, I am very concerned about it. So I have a bin, yeah, that I keep everything else in. 1/4 cup oil. I'm using vegetable. And I said 1/4, I meant 1/3. Did I say 1/4? Okay, and I have a tablespoon of vanilla. Do I have everything? Milk. I used to say milk. Do I still say that? Milk, apple cider vinegar, sugar, oil, vanilla, flour, cocoa, baking soda, salt. You know why I did that? Because how many times, and maybe I haven't shared those videos yet, but where even I have everything like a mise en place, I've got all the bits and bobs in front of me ready to go into the cake. I get into it and then I forget something that's sitting right there and I'm like, oh yeah, that was supposed to be in there. Best laid plans, am I right? Yeah, even while I'm doing this, I'm like, I know that I'm a bit like, oh, and it's a bit frazzled, but I love it. And I have missed this. So I hope you're having fun. Let's mix this up and then we'll get to chatting a little bit more. Okay, pouring in, I'm gonna get a spatula. Now, pouring in the wet ingredients into my dry, and we're going to just mix this together. We have Eric's birthday, then we have 2 birthdays in June, mine and Matthew's. I'm gonna make Matthew's a chocolate cake. Oh, actually, we were at the grocery store yesterday, and I never walk over to where the bakery is. We usually don't go to a grocery store that has a bakery, but we walked over because the boys saw the cakes. I just happened to like go down the aisle and they saw some cakes in a freezer. And I was like, oh, we should go look at the ones that they have decorated. And they had, oh, there's a hair there. They had a cake that was like a poutine. And I thought to myself, now that is a cake I need to make Matthew. And so they had vanilla cake that was like, so they had the cake layers. I forget what they had around the side, but I think it was like wrapping. And they had cake, pieces of vanilla cake that they had sliced up to look like French fries. And they covered it in like a fudgy icing to be gravy. And then they had mini marshmallows to be the cheese curds. Matthew loves poutine. Felix loves poutine. Like the boys, well, vegan poutine. I gotta make it. Parchment paper, my tins, and vegan butter. Okay. So yeah, I know it has been a while since I've recorded a video. You know what, I kind of needed this. I've been needing an outlet for me to be creative and have fun and just like dive into that, something outside of the kids and for me. And I don't know why, but I feel a call to do this again. So we're doing it. I just grease up the bottom of these. And I did for a period of time take, like, if you were doing like a chocolate cake, you would take cocoa powder and sprinkle that on the bottom. If you're doing a vanilla cake, sprinkle flour on the bottom, and it was good. But at some point when I was starting to do more of those cakes last year, I got into the habit of doing some parchment. And again, I said this on other videos, you don't need to do perfect circles. If you have the pan grease, this is just kind of like, it's just a, what's the right word? Like a insurance policy that it'll come out. So like, look at that. That's not great. That's just doing its trick. Slot it in there. It'll work. Taste test it. Does it taste like the brownie batter blended oats I've been having? I mean, this is definitely like, you can tell it's cake. But yeah. All right. Wash my hands. But similar, because you got that cocoa powder in there. I will share that. I will share it. It's from Broccoli Mom. If you follow her, she's posted about it, and I gotta tell you, my obsession. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna evenly distribute these as much as like I can eyeball it, and then I'm gonna pull out the scale. Alrighty. These are going in the oven for about a half hour. I'll see what they look like. Well, those are the cake layers. And I think, I don't know, I did have the recipe, but I forget if I usually have the recipe or not. We'll see. It'll either be enough, it'll be the right amount for Eric's cake, or it'll be extra that then I can use for Matthew's cake as well. We're gonna have some of this. And you know what's funny? I'm gonna tell you, it's not funny, but I've been on a bit of like a healthier kick. So I haven't made a cake in quite a while, and I haven't been having desserts, which was why I think I'm really enjoying that breakfast. So starting now, I'm gonna get back into the habit of sharing videos. I have a bunch of cake decorating videos that I wanna get out. So gonna like, I don't know, I'll have to tag them or like make it known that it's a flashback one, because I yap, as you can tell in my videos. So I'll be talking about stuff that like was from 2 years ago, because I do have Eric's first birthday cake to still show. I made a watermelon cake. It was super fun to do, but I never showed you guys. So, you know, I'll be reminiscing on him turning 1 and all of that, and other videos that came after it, like Felix's birthday. I think I did one for my birthday. There's like honestly 10 or 12 videos. But I also think I'm gonna wanna get back into making cake videos, because I do like it, the creativity of it. But one thing is that I have been trying to be a healthier version of myself. I'm a bit apprehensive to talk about it, because I know people have their own challenges when you talk about weight loss and all of that. And so I'm sensitive to that. But my experience is I have put on a fair amount of weight after pregnancies, and also before getting pregnant. I have always had a bad back. I had back pain, sciatica, started when I was like 14 or 15. We were going to the children's hospital and getting things checked out, because I have herniated discs throughout my spine and slip discs and all of that, degenerative discs. And I was dealing with a lot of pain. And I got to a point where I was managing it pretty well. But then in 2017, we had a car accident. And with the car accident and dealing with a lot of stress, because we were getting married, my mom had just had a surgery. I ended up being put on some nerve damage medication. And along with that, and getting off of that, had weight gain. So just, you know, reflecting on the fact that I've got 2 young kids and want to be healthy for them and be able to keep up with them. Also reflecting on the fact that I am in my mid-30s, and, you know, the best time to get into a healthy physical body is as soon as you can, and prepare myself for aging. So yeah, I think this is a whole other video. I think I should do another video on this, because I have a lot of thoughts on it. But I have been very grateful and thankful to not have had the nerve damage and the nerve pain be impacting me over the past few years. Like I had very smooth pregnancies and births. I had one blip of it last January and did some acupuncture, and that helped, really trying to focus in on the stress factors. But I know that like excess weight and carrying that around is pressure on the bones and the joints and your core and everything. So I'm on a bit of a healthier journey. I am proud to say that I've already lost 20 pounds this year. And I am going to continue that. So I'll do another video talking more about that. And I'll probably do some videos sharing kind of like the foods that I'm eating. My dad has been eating a whole food plant-based diet for years. And I know how beneficial it is. And so that's the route that I've gone in. So I've really cut out processed foods. Like what I'm having is minimally processed, like tofu, soy curls, condiments, really eliminating oils, all of that. And just trying to like work on not just from the food perspective, but doing some at-home strength training, ensuring that I'm getting my walk in. I have been getting 10,000 steps a day since the beginning of October. So that's just become part of my life. And yeah, it feels really good. And I'm very happy to talk about it, but I also am a bit like, oh, I'll put a notice that that's kind of the conversation I want to have. Because I know everyone's at a different point in their journey, and being a woman, it can be a difficult thing to navigate, and some people don't want to hear about it. So if you don't want to hear about it, that's fine. But I will be here sharing other things as well. So if you want to watch that too, that's good. Yeah, but I think in general, I want to share more about like what kind of food we're getting. We've got our farm that we do pickups at, and we've got fresh produce coming in every week. So sharing a little bit about that, grocery hauls, if we're doing any trips and what we're eating, and like that balance of everything too, of like wanting to stay healthy but like healthy is, how do we define that, right? Like there's balances to it all. So anyways, my journey to all of this I want to share. Yeah, so getting back into it. I am really excited that I pulled out the camera and the tripod and got cracking on this again today. Truly, it feels so good. I hope you can feel that too. I'm really excited. I just think it's fun to cook and chat, and I'm happy that you're here. If you are not subscribed, I would encourage you to, so you can come along this journey with me. That would be fantastic. And leave a comment. Let me know, is there anything that you're looking to see from me? Is there any kind of cake styles that I should test out? Next week, my video will be Eric's birthday cake, the 3-year-old version. I will share the other ones in coming weeks, but stay tuned for that. We are big fans of Spidey, so it's gonna be Spidey somehow. I still haven't decided exactly what it's gonna be, but he wants it to be a Spidey cake. So I've got some ideas, I've got some thoughts. So that'll be next time. But thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.